Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So with Gasol on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Malone is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Roy. Then it's Curry. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, we've got Carter. Michael Jordan is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Worthy in at the 4-man position. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
To the away team.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Curry dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Curry against Edwards. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
The shot's good from Carter.
This shot definitely in Carter's wheelhouse. The defense has to be better guarding this.
Roy kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. It's Pierce on the wing, defended by Carter. Roy can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Worthy. Back to Carter. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Carter missing. Carter's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Edwards against Curry. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Raptors on defense. Outside Roy. Malone looking around. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Jordan, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. The Raptors making a switch here. Anthony's checked in.
To the lineup for your home team, number 15.
And the Raptors with the ball.
Anthony.
Here's Jordan, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Edwards. Now here's Roy. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Pierce driving inside. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. 4 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. The shot by Pierce, no good. Outside Anthony. Over Roy, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Some changes for Toronto. Jackson, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Rui Hachimura's subbed in for Worthy. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for the Warriors. On offense, here are the Warriors. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without foul.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Monte Ellis.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Curry passes to Malone. Shoots over Hachimura. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Whoa! I can't believe that!
I just saw.
Oh my
Unreal!
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Vince Carter is checked in for Michael Jordan. The Warriors also with a sub. Parker's checked in. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They trail by 3. Ellis outside. Malone against Hachimura. And it's Malone missing. Here's Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Launches a 3. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Ellis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that ties it up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Curry can't get it to go. Carter down low. He's guarded by Ellis. Ellis with some nice D. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline with his 3. Deflects the pass.
Home team foul.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
First personal foul.
First one falls for.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pierce comes in for Curry. The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
The tray. He can't hit that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
So with Malone on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Parker out there with Rafer Alston. And it's Pierce. And it's Green. And it's Rulin in at the center position. Pierce for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pierce has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
Jordan finds Adebayo. Carter on the wing. Pierce covering. And the shot goes down. Carter's got 6.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Pierce. Five to shoot. Pass to Parker. Here's Ruland. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots. And
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Brandon Roy, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hachimura kicks to Jordan. The quick look, no good that time. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Alston. It's Pierce on the wing. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Down low. And now here's Jordan pushing it up and no one back there.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And the Raptors with some changes. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Adebayo. Worthy comes in for Hachimura. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Karl Malone's checked in for the Warriors. Ellis comes in for Rafer Alston. Now here's Roy. Green with a screen on Jordan. Roy with the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense here from Malone. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Look at the mill.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
At the line for the away team, Karl Malone.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Malone, no good on that one.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
Now, here's Worthy, following the miss by Michael Jordan.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Poked loose and stolen by Worthy. Here's Carter. The shot from the low post is good. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
The shot by Curry, no good. Toronto trailing. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaren Jackson, and Anthony subbed in for Michael Jordan.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented. Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
He's checked in for the Raptors. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Adebayo passes to Ellie. Back to Adebayo. Here's Ellie. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. And it's a 5-point Toronto lead. Ellis outside. Outside Roy. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Malone against Anthony. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Toronto leading by 7. Here's Helly. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
For 3, Ellis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Vince Carter really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Carter is out there with Worthy. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jordan. And it's Edwards in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Adebayo passes to Worthy. Michael Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Malone. Doubled by Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 4. Traps in the tray. Jordan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
Excellent touch on the long-range bomb from Jordan. He only takes those when he really likes them, and that one looked good.
Curry with a wide-open look. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Curry's got 10.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Anthony's checked in for the Raptors.
Number 15, Carmelo.
Here's Curry. He's got 11. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. That's tipped. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Jordan. Anthony dishes to Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
There it is right there in front of you. Jordan going to work and dunking it like only he can.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 10-point game. Outside, Malone. Pierce, wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. He has 7.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Jackson is checked in for the Raptors. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Edwards.
For your home team, Jackson Jr. Shane Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Jackson. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Pierce. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
count it. Good.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Malone drives in. The layup missed. Toronto leading by 9. Pass to Anthony. Driving to the basket. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And this is why you can't give Anthony a lane, because this guy will run all over you.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Ellis is checked in.
Number 11, Monte.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. The 9-foot shot. Curry gets it to go inside.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Jordan, the pass to Anthony. Back to Jordan. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Back to Curry. There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd quarter. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's on.
And Worthy throws it down.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
Outside Pierce. Off target with his 3. Toronto leading by 13. Anthony kicks it over to Worthy. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors with the rebound. Curry fires from way outside. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Worthy no good. And it's Pierce in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Anthony with the block.
He works so hard on the defensive man. Anthony proving to be a difference maker.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Adebayo is checked in for Jaren Jackson. Hachimura comes in for James Worthy. Elise checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Carter in for Jordan. Parker's checked in for the Warriors.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Carter. Pass to Ellie. Carter left side. Over Pierce. And the Raptors miss again. Curry looking around. No good there. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Adebayo finds Hachimura. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Malone. Rafer Alston is out there with Roy. Then there's Parker, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The shot's good from Jordan.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Malone after the Raptors pick up 2. It's Parker outside. Worthy with the rebound. Worthy's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The drive by Anthony.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A new group in now for the Raptors. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Hachimura comes in for James Worthy. Ellie's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Carter in for Jordan. Here's Roy. Toronto grabs the miss. Ellie passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Roy against Carter. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Raptors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Green. Abdul-Jabbar outside. 6 on the shot clock. Alston, good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Carter finds Hachimura. Carter against Roy. And it's Carter missing. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Paul Pierce is checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Rafer Alston.
Substitution for the away team. Paul Pierce.
It's Curry outside. Ellie grabs the board.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Home team foul. Mario Ellis. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the call will be against Sean Livingston.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 14. Basket counts.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Now here is Hachimura. Brandon Roy unable to get his shot to go. Hachimura kicks to Livingston. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Curry. Outside for Roy. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. Roy's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Carter, the pass to Ellie. From outside the arc. Livingston, that's good. And the Raptors lead by 12.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
And here are the Raptors now. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Livingston.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Pierce. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Ellie. Here's the pass to Roy. 5 on the clock. Curry's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Curry. It's tipped. Hachimura finds Livingston. Now Adebayo. Three-pointer. Livingston, no luck. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Livingston. Lays it up off the glass. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.